When you lie to yourself so much, you lie to yourself so many times over the years, over the months, and then you start to believe that the lies are actually true because you're so used to lying to yourself, right? So this was me in 2017, completely lying to myself. Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Womb. Let me know if you're here live and if you can hear me. And if you're watching the replay, type in replay in the comments so that I can reply to you. So, about this lie, over the months and over the years when I became a coach, I kept lying to myself. And I said, every month I'd say, I'm going to one day create a premium offer, an offer that is all me, that reflects all of who I am, and that I feel really excited to sell. But I don't know what to do yet. So I have to, use my coach's template. It felt inauthentic. It didn't feel valuable to me. It felt like I was growing a coaching business that wasn't my own. And I was just playing along so that I can make money in my business. I was working with clients I loved. I was helping people. I was a spiritual life coach, then I became a relationship coach, then a career coach, and eventually a business coach. And while I was business coaching, I felt so inauthentic because all of the methodologies, all of the things I was work with my clients on, they were not mine. They were something I had got from my coach, a template, a formula. And I kept thinking, am I really doing what I quit my job to do? Or am I just following some other program? And I'm lying to myself that I love what I'm doing and I enjoy it simply because I'm making good money. I was making good money, but it wasn't great money. There were things I wanted to do with my charities. There were so many different things I wanted to be able to have that discretionary income, discretionary wealth to do that I was not able to do. And I thought, you know, this is going to be the month where I put down the template. This is going to be the month where I create my own coaching offer. This is going to be the month where my gifts and talents that God has given me bring me before premium clients. I'm going to stop playing small. I felt like I was filling in the blanks in someone else's blueprint. I was just another clog in their formula, in their prosperous womb. And the thing is, I was waiting for someone else to give me a stamp of approval. I really wanted someone to come along and say, you know what, Mimi, it's time. Now you have permission to create that high ticket coaching offer. You are worthy, you are valuable. Now you can create that premium offer and start to attract high ticket coaching clients who want what you're working on. And it was like high ticket was the only way that I knew I wanted to go, but I thought I needed a how. And I was waiting for someone to give me that how, that formula, that template, that prosperous womb. And the problem is that when it comes to your business, no one can decide for you. You get to decide, you know what? I'm the only person who can decide that I am going to up level my coaching business. I'm the only person who gets to decide that I am going to use the gifts that God has given me. I'm the only person that gets to decide that I am the permission, I am the validation, I am the approval, I am the gift that gets to co-create and partner with God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. And I remember meditating on Ephesians 2:10 and Philippians 2:13, working on what my real purpose was, midwifing my gifts. What are my true gifts and who are they here for? Who am I here to serve? And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, Mimi, you've been enough all along. You've been more than enough all along. You've been worthy and valuable all along. Nobody had to tell you what to do. So I made a quiet decision in 2017, at the end of 2017. I made a very quiet, intuitive decision to grow a business that was the business that I wanted, to grow a business that looked and felt like me, to give birth to my high ticket coaching business. And from then on, I started to support women to co-create their own offers by midwifing the gifts that God has given them, making room in their business for the things that they cared about the most, the things that mattered to them the most. So what does that look like when you're no longer using a surrogate for high ticket sales? You're no longer trying to borrow somebody else's formula, strategy, or template, and you're tapping into your own prosperous womb, because the womb God gave you is fertile, right? When you were created, He fearfully and wonderfully made you in your mother's womb. And like David and Jeremiah, He gave you everything that you need for the purpose, the assignment for which you're here. So you have everything. So what are you waiting for? The truth is, a lot of women are stuffing what could be their premium 100K offers, 250K offers, or maybe even a 50K offer into a 10K offer or 25K offer, because they think that is what I can do. And that you consistently, month after month, I tell clients all the time, why are you auditioning to sell high ticket when you're already qualified to sell high ticket? So why are you stuffing that offer into a 10K or 15K package? That is auditioning for your life. You're already ready. You're already able. You're already fully equipped, talented, creative, and gifted. You have everything you need to do the work that God has called you to do. Stop auditioning. Stop trying to buy somebody else's prosperous womb so they can be your surrogate and then use their gifts to create an offer based on a template or formula or script or strategy. Give yourself, before we go into creating the birthing your gift, birthing your midwifing the offer, give yourself the permission to let go of the things that don't fit your life. Give yourself permission to let go of the things that don't fit your business. This is what I invite clients to do right before we midwife their gifts, because when you hold onto the things that are not you, there's no space for the part that is you. So give yourself permission to let go. You're not here to do anything. You're not here to do anything but remember who you are. That's all you're here to do. You're not here. Nobody's asking anything of you. All I'm inviting you to consider is to remember who you are. Because when you remember who you are, that person that remembers who she is knows exactly what to do, knows exactly what offer to sell, knows exactly who she's here for. And that's the beginning point for doing the identity work and becoming the woman who gives birth to a high ticket coaching offer this year. Now, what does that look like? If you don't already have a high ticket coaching offer that you love, that you know is premium, and that you know has the transformational value and insight that your clients are looking for, because it matters to them, that outcome in that offer matters to them. They care about it. It's useful to them and it's valuable to them, to their career, to their parenting, to their marriaging, to their relationships, to their business, to their mindset, to their $1 million month, whatever it is that you coach on. Then I invite you to go to highticketwomencoaches.com, download the high ticket coaching offer playbook. It's a 100K playbook, but you can use it to create a 10K offer, a 25K offer. I hope not. A 50K offer, $1 million offer. It's a playbook that taps into your gifts that God has given you. And there are the relevant scriptures in there that support you to trust God and lean in on His understanding, not on yours, so that He guides and directs your path to co-create that together. The Holy Spirit in you doing the work through you to co-create together the highest level service. Why would you want to come here, be here right now on earth, in the universe, and play small? Why would you want to come and hide the gifts that God has given you and stuff them into a 10K package because you think that's all you can do? Why would you want to live your whole life and prevent yourself from showing up at your highest level and giving the people you're here to serve their highest value? What has you not do that? If you're watching this right now and you have a surrogate, download the playbook and let's go into why it's important to have your own high ticket coaching offer and why we need to stop looking for scripts, formulas, and templates from coaches and gurus on social media or Instagram. Here's the thing. When we're created, God gives each of us gifts in the rawest form. right? We all have our divinity, our light, our magic, the thing that God has given us. And then we have a path, a journey in this lifetime to acquire the experiences and the skills that support us to nurture those gifts and serve people with those gifts. And those gifts are tied to very specific people. That is why we use Ephesians 2:10 and Philippians 2:13 to align with God's purpose for us. So we're not deviating from the plan that God has through us and going on Instagram and doing what the latest trend is, but we're actually aligning with our purpose to create that high-ticket coaching offer. So now you know you're the woman who does the offer. Why? What has you do it? You know the gifts God gave you? You're the only person in the entire world that gets to use those gifts. No one else can use the gifts that God has given you. That's it. Only you. And you don't take anything away from anyone else when you midwife those gifts and create the high ticket coaching offer, the premium high end coaching offer that your high ticket coaching clients have been praying for, the results that they've been asking God for, the baby, the marriage, the wisdom for the 7-figure months, the wisdom to repair their marriage and rehab their relationship so they have more intimacy and better sex with their husbands, so they can communicate better with their teenagers, so they get a job of their dreams, whatever it is that those gifts are for. You don't take anything away from anyone because nobody else has those gifts. The gifts are not in competition with anybody else's gifts because God gives everybody else the max gifts that they need for their lifetime, and you have yours. So here's the thing. Because you're the only one that has access to those gifts, no one else can come into your heart inside of you and pull those gifts from the Holy Spirit that the Holy Spirit has determined are yours. You're the only one that gets to use them. Nobody else gets to use them. And this is the part where women sometimes break down in tears and go, I've never looked at it that way. I have clients who come in with a 10K offer, 15K offer. They've worked with guru coaches, and the guru coaches have told them, you can only do up to 15K. Nobody's going to buy a 25K offer, in that niche, and nobody's going to pay for that. Here's the thing. You're the only one that can use them. Not even the guru coach can go inside of you and use it. You're it. So you need to take those gifts, because whatever remains of the gifts inside of you is going to die with you. Why would you want to die with the gifts that God had for someone else that are inside of you without giving those gifts to that person? Why would you want to do that? How evil, mean, arrogant, and selfish is that? The gifts will die with you because God made only one of you. And he gave you that sequence, that countdown, that journey. You're the only one that has that journey. You're the only one that client can experience this high ticket coaching experience with. Yeah, she can go buy from another coach. She can work with someone else, but you're the only one that has the sequence of the experiences that God has created for her. The combination of the gifts, the skills, the talents, the experiences, the training, the education, the background, the life. You're the only one that has that exact combination that is perfect for the specific person you're here to serve and the specific offer that you're here to sell. You're the only person. You're the one that has access to it. So you're the one that gets to decide that I am done playing small. I am done undercharging. I'm giving myself permission to now go and create my high ticket coaching offer and sell it. I am the one giving myself permission to decide who this offer is for. So you midwife the raw gifts that God has given you, all of them, the ones that you've judged, the gifts that you've condemned, the gifts that make you quirky, the gifts that make you weird, the gifts that make you stand out, the gifts that people say, oh, that makes you too much. You're too much. God does not think you're too much. The gifts that distinguish you and set you apart from every other human being. You get to midwife it and turn that into the baby that's going to grow through your clients, your high ticket coaching offers. And that playbook shows you how to tap into your womb, how to do this yourself without looking outside of you, without looking to see, okay, I'm going to take my gifts and I'm going to add that person's uterus to my gift. I'm going to add that person's nose to my gift. No, you have everything already inside of you. Tap into that. Only you know how to use your gifts. Only you know how to share it because they're yours. And this is the reason why your offer and your messaging is so important, as well as your positioning, because they're your gifts and God has given you the know-how for that gift. You're the only one that knows the message that comes with that gift. So when you dilute your messaging to fit somebody else that is on social media to sound like the other coach, it's not the gift, it's not aligned, because it's not the right combination that God put together inside of you. It's not the DNA that your client needs to recognize in herself, to remember who she is and reach out to you, raise her hand and ask for the sale. When people say to me, how do I create a high-ticket coaching offer? I say, let's midwife your gifts. And they look at me because nobody's ever said that to them. They just go, oh, here's a formula. What's trending, the offer, what will the market pay for? Who cares about the market? You care about your clients. You're not here for the big market. You're here for the 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 people. It's not a volume or transaction game. It's a depth game with the people that you're exclusively here to work with. So stop midwifing other people's gifts from their womb. They're not your surrogate. God made you gift fertile. We all have our gifts. You're fertile. You're overflowing. If I spit on you, you'll be pregnant with your high-ticket coaching offer. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. You're fertile with that. All you have to do is midwife it and birth it out. Create the offer, message it, position it, and sell it. That's how you share. And that removes the whole thing of, I'm going to steal candy from a baby if I charge, $100,000. No, that's the price. That's the investment of it. If that's what you say, you know the value. You know the future lifetime value of the next 10 years that your client is going to have when she quits smoking. What is she going to add to her life? What is she adding to her children's life? What is she adding to her marriage? What is she adding to her career or her business when she quits smoking for the next 15 years? How is she going to show up for herself when she's healthy and finally well? How is she going to be when she has the confidence to not have to spray perfume before she goes into the meeting? How is she going to lead now that she's had the confidence and the clarity to quit the cigarettes? How is she going to be when she can lose the 100 pounds? How does she show up in her business on TV? How does she show up and market and message? How does she show up in her work as a leader and lead her meetings? How does she walk into a room in her office? How does she be with her spouse and her husband when for the first time she gets to have sex with her husband with the lights on? How does she be when she looks in the mirror and feels that confidence? How does she show up for her children? How much energy does she get back to run after her children? How much life does she add on to her years? Quality of years. What's the future lifetime value of that offer? Everything that every coach ever wanted is already here. Everything you ever wanted, you already have. And you're not doing the world or you or anyone else any favors by playing small. And the gurus who invite you to create those 10K offers, those 15K offers, are not your friends. They're not here to serve you. They're here to get more credit card numbers so they can show their revenue and their profits on Stripe and say, I made 7 figures in 7 days because I had 500 women in my high vibe mastermind. Align yourself with people who are going to support you to rise to your highest level of who God says you are. People who are going to support you to see the goodness and the richness and the quality of the gifts that God has given you so you can tap into your own self. And with clarity, confidence, and conviction in what you're creating with your gifts, show up and sell because you know the outcome and results, which means you're going to be excited to sell the thing that you and the creator of the universe have created together. That is the work that I invite you to consider. That is how we do when we're being the high ticket coach. It's not the 10K offer, the 15K offer. And it's not really the number. It's the value and the premium that you put on the value, recognizing and owning that value. It's what's supposed you to midwife your highest level gifts, even the gifts that everybody else judges. Because the world is better not because you're selling more. The world is a better place because you put it in your highest value. And the world needs that. You're divinely made to fill that little hole that only your gifts can fill. And the world is a better place simply because you show up and do the thing. Without that, you're just like everybody else, another cog in the wheel. So my invitation is download the playbook and create your high ticket coaching offer. Birth that offer with the gifts that only you have access to, so that when you speak to your clients, it's the gifts that you have, your very specific gifts and divinity that support the client to feel heard, to feel validated, to feel valued, to feel listened to, and to feel seen and held. Because the other person who is selling the thing doesn't have the gifts that support that client to see herself. It's in you. That's why she hasn't got a transformation yet. That's why she hasn't lost the weight yet. That's why the divorce feels like some bad thing. You have the gift that could make that divorce feel like Kashmir on her nervous system. You have the magic that your clients need. Do not use surrogates. Throw the scripts out. Throw the other people's strategies out. Throw the other people's system out, because those strategies systems do not align with your gifts. Co-create your own strategies and systems that are fully aligned with your gifts, your experience, your training, your resources. So you show up fully and don't feel crunchy when you're selling. So you're fully present. So you can actively listen to your client, ask better questions, and support them in your messaging through your emails, your content, your lives, your videos, to raise their hand and say, I want to work with you because for whatever reason, I have listened to 6,000 coaches and you're the only one that I resonate with. I want that offer. And they're the ones who know that the value of that offer, the investment is a drop in the bucket for what they're getting. Let me know by when you'll be creating your high ticket coaching offer, your premium value, highest level, highest service, high ticket coaching offer. It's been good having you.